Hey, Bridget, we'll get started with questions from Marnie. Marnie, go ahead.
Hey, Bridget, good morning. On Thursday after the game, Cheryl was complimentary of your game, but also said she wants you to shoot more. And I know you've heard that before. And I'm just wondering the challenge in that for you, because some players would be like, yes, I want to shoot more. For you, what is the challenge in doing that?
I think, it's good to hear a coach tell me they want me to shoot more. That's a compliment. She trusts me. I think I pride myself in always making the right play. And sometimes I overthink that a little too much when the right play is for me to just shoot it. Even if there is a hand kind of contesting, I have a high enough shot that I can usually shoot over people. So it's just I want to make the right play. I always want to take the easiest shot, the best shot for the team. But sometimes that is me shooting three, which I need to do starting tonight.
So if I'm hearing that right, it's a little bit more of a mental as opposed to positioning on the court or play calls. It's mental.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Leah, go ahead.
Thank you. Bridget, can you talk a little bit about the offensive flow? And we know the last few games, it's been a little bit more difficult to get an offensive flow with the different players on the court. What do you see when you're watching that you may be able to help in that, just trying to get a flow when you get on the court?
Yeah, I think obviously it's been an adjustment with Leja being hurt, obviously Didi now out and still coming back, missing the first game against New York. But I think, the two teams we've just played, their defense was super aggressive, super ball pressure, they're flying around. So we found it hard to kind of get into our offense even. So we were kind of just playing basketball. So building off that, we have to be able to get into an action, create some sort of advantage, and then be able to play through that. And it's kind of like not thinking. I think sometimes we overthink too much, but I was kind of just talking about myself. Sometimes the best thing is just to shoot it. Whether pass, coach talks about having you have half a second to make a decision when you catch it, either shoot it, pass it, drive it. And sometimes it gets stuck in our hands because we don't kind of have a plan before we catch. So I think it's just a matter of playing free, having fun, moving the ball, and playing with each other.
And how much of that for you is, especially being a shooter yourself, McBride and Banham, when you hit one good shot, or even if they do, does that kind of get everyone flowing a little bit more and helping them to kind of stop the overthinking piece?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we have Sylvia fouls in the paint, which is always a focus of our offense, and we want to be able to get the ball into her as much as we can. But to make it easier on her, we have to be willing and able to hit the outside shot to loosen up some defense. So if they send three people at her, which they need to because she can score around two people, we have to be open and willing to take those shots and loosen it up for her in the paint. And Fee too, same thing. She's a great paint player, obviously. But yeah, when I see Rachel or Mac hit a shot, I can do the same thing when I go in.
Maggie, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Bridget.
Hi.
One of the other things Cheryl said the other night was that your confidence has been growing lately. And do you feel that too? And what's bringing that about?
Yeah, I think, for me, it starts on the defensive end of the court. I think the game slowed down a lot for me over the course of the season, even obviously getting a lot of experience and playing time last year. Coming into this season, I think the game's just slowed down. I can anticipate more. I see things happening before they happen. And my confidence just starts on the defensive end. I know even if I scored, last game I was 1 for 5 from the field. I felt like I didn't have a great offensive night, but I felt like I played good defense. So I came out of that game pretty happy with what I was able to do on the court. So as long as I'm playing good defense, which in my opinion is kind of just that's up to me. That's something I can control. That's something that I don't have to worry about a shot going in. I don't have to worry about anything else other than locking down who I'm guarding and being in help side when I need to help. That's where that grows from.
Okay. And something I've noticed is that this team is very good at staying calm, even when you guys are down, even when sometimes you're not even playing your best ball. You guys stay calm. What is it about the team that sort of creates that atmosphere?
We have great leaders. We have a great coaching staff that's been through it. We have 3 assistant coaches who have been in our shoes, who have done it. So they instill that confidence in us, that that calm voice, even though sometimes we're worked up, sometimes some people are worked up, Cheryl, sometimes, but we know how to balance each other out. The coaching staff knows how to balance each other out. Sylvie, Leja, even though she's hurt on the bench, she's really great at just being even keeled and steady through it all. But I think we lean on them heavy for that.
Okay, thank you.
Danny, go ahead.
Hey, Bridget, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was wondering, obviously, stepping into the starting lineup with Demiris after injury, obviously it's a full team effort to, have that next man up mentality and step up. But in particular for you, stepping into that starting position, what are the things that you think you need to, in particular, lean into to help the team win?
I think we mentioned it before, but just staying shot ready. Obviously, coach is preaching that to me, that we need to, take some scoring load off of. Still can't score, 30 and have 20 rebounds every night. So being able to, balance that out, just being shot ready, making right decisions, and obviously, we have 9 players healthy, and it'll take all 9 of us to get the job done. And whatever I can do to help that, I'm willing to do.
Awesome, thanks.
Any last questions for Bridget? Alrighty, thank you, BC. Good luck tonight.